welcome to Smashterpieces, a casual walk through the history of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. My name is Joe.
My name is Melanie.
And if you're new here, what we're doing on the show is we're playing one game for every character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from 1984's Duck Hunt to 2000. What is the year that game came out? 19's Fire Emblem Three Houses. Almost made it through the whole thing. And this episode is part 2 on our discussion of game number 50. Representing fighter number 32, Ike, is the 2005 GameCube title Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. And we are, of course, still surprisingly joined by our friend Fossils.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Patience of a saint, you know?
Hey, technically, does this give me the longest running guest time of any of the guests?
I think it does, yeah.
Yes, actually, by a large margin. Before this, funnily enough, would have been Alex for Fire Emblem. Placing for Fire Emblem's cursed. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Fire Emblem is cursed. It's a cursed franchise.
Oh, Blazing Blade was not quite as fucked as this one.
Not quite. But Fire Emblem is cursed. We have played 2 Fire Emblem games on this show, and both of them have been fucked.
Well, thankfully, there aren't that many Fire Emblem characters in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it's not like it's the second most fucking represented franchise in the fucking game.
Look, it's unlikely that there will be another mouse infestation that forces me to evacuate my home. So...
That unlikely, but not impossible.
But not impossible. The chance is low, but never zero.
And speaking of mice infestations, I don't really have a place I was going with that, but Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. This episode is covering chapters 9 through 17.
Joe, do you remember anything about this game at this point?
I took some notes.
Oh,
yeah. I was gonna say it's a good thing I have notes because I think I played this over a year ago. So
I mean, should I put Melanie on blast here?
I mean,
do I have your permission?
If we want, we can talk about the government executive orders targeting me and people like me, the mouse infestation forcing me to evacuate, the serious mental health crash that put me in therapy, the abusive relationship that I got into and out of, and then just recovering from all of that at once.
I was just going to say that me and Fossils got to the checkpoint in February.
February? Speak for yourself.
Yeah, no, it was February. You got there very shortly before I did, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I was there before, like, December.
Maybe. I got there in February. After having my own long stint of not playing the game.
I mean,
for a little while.
The important thing is we're all doing great.
Yeah, everything is fine and nothing is wrong. Now,
look, aside from the government trying to kill me and all my friends, my life's going pretty well right now.
But you know whose life isn't going very well? Ike McFire Emblem. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So I have notes. I have like sentences,
okay.
like phrases on here.
Okay.
I had a few things that I definitely wanted to bring up, but this stint had like some interesting chapters from a gameplay perspective, I think. The first one that comes to mind is the jailbreak chapter, though I do have one criticism of it, which is that it's very involved if you want to do the stealth run.
Oh, yeah. There's basically... I'm not going to say it's impossible to do without a guide, but, like, if you don't have a guide, you're going to be doing a lot of trial and error and resetting to try to get it right.
And those guides, I went and looked before we recorded, those guides are regularly, like, 15 to 30 minutes long.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
for one I found that apparently it is doable in 12 turns.
When I first played this game in, like, 2009... the guide that I followed at the time was like 30 turns.
That's a lot.
It's quite
Yeah.
involved.
That's actually too many. If I'm gonna be kind of critical of it, it's too many. But I think it is an interesting idea for a level in a Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
Though. Like genuinely.
This game honestly has, like, with the bonus experience system, it uses the bonus experience to have, like, optional bonus objectives that can get kind of wild. Like, Joe, I don't know if you even know that the desert chapter where the enemies are all the Lagoos, if you manage to beat that chapter without killing a single one of them, you get a ton of bonus experience.
I think because I have had a guide open for if I get confused about something, and also so I don't miss any recruitable units. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask.
But I have seen it does mention what the bonus experience objective is in every level. I don't think I've been able to do a single one because they are quite difficult, a lot of them.
It is nice, though, because a lot of Fire Emblem games will have chapters where you're not necessarily fighting the enemy, but you're still in a conflict, and there's generally a story reason why you wouldn't want to just kill everybody there. And generally, when you're playing, you're like, well, but the experience, though.
Yeah.
So it's nice that this game is just like, well, here's your experience. Don't do it.
Yeah, but I think it is a very neat idea to have every level have its own, like, optional bonus objective that you like get a pretty genuine reward for doing.
Yeah.
I think that's really neat.
And I think in that way, this game manages to, like, link its gameplay and story in really interesting ways that most of the rest of the franchise doesn't.
I think I so far agree with that, with the caveat that I've only really played shit from Post Awakening and Blazing Blade.
Hell yeah.
And, like, Awakening forward, even I know that those games have a problem where, what is the objective? Oh, it's rout the enemy.
Yeah.
Every level is rout the enemy. Other objectives can exist, I guess, but for the most part, most of the levels are just rout the enemy.
This game extremely does not have that problem. There are several different types of objective that you can have, and, like, hell, we had several different types just in these couple chapters that we did.
I liked the level on the ship. I guess there's two levels on the ship. The one where the ship's, like, sailing and not when the ship's quote unquote moving. It's not actually moving, like, in the map, but
one ship
in
or
universe.
3 ships?
3 ships. The 3
Okay,
ships
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
The
that
one
one's
ship
really
one.
fun.
The one ship one actually comes with one of my notes, which is just, I wonder if the guy who looks like Soren, who Soren seems to be hiding from, is related to Soren. Just a thought that I had.
Which guy?
The Dragon King guy.
Oh,
He looks like Soren, and then after
Prince
that scene, they're like, "Where was Soren during that?" Oh, he was under, like, below deck. I wonder if that's gonna come up.
I wonder.
Shrug. My next note is Mr. Recruitable Unit, but come the fuck on.
Stefan?
Yes, I missed Stefan. Or Stefan, or whatever the fuck his name is. Do you want to explain how the fuck to get him? Because...
Yeah, so it's really easy. All you have to do is take either Lethe or Mordecai, no other unit, and go to this one specific tile way up in the top right of the map, which is very far away from the objective, and it's a desert map, so it takes forever to get there, and you stand on one specific tile, and then you get Stefan.
Quick question.
Yeah?
I didn't buy the Prima strategy guide. How am I supposed to know that there's a unit there?
Well, you don't get them.
Yeah, don't get him.
Oh, trust me, I'm well aware that's what happens.
I don't think there is a way that he's hinted at in game, which is kind of fucking wild because in Radiant Dawn, recruiting him is canon. And they guess how you recruit him in Radiant Dawn?
Do you go stand on a specific tile?
In the desert, yeah.
Jesus fucking
I mean, that is his thing.
Also, the worst part is reading the guide after the fact, and it's like, you want this unit. This is one of the best units in the game.
That's true.
You want them. So thanks, Nintendo. Thanks, Intelligent Systems.
Yeah, I know. Stefan's super
fuck
powerful.
you.
He's not that necessary, though.
Zihark's
also really good.
Necessary? No.
I think Zihark might be stronger,
useful?
actually,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Maybe, but Stefan takes less investment because he comes at such a high level.
I guess.
Look, right now, my pet project, I should give an update on that, is currently Jill.
Yes.
I take in every Fire Emblem game, I have to take one writer and turn them into God. Jill is the target now.
I told you you'd have options this game.
Oh, I love Jill so much. She's getting some really bad level ups for me. Not as bad as Marcia though. Holy shit, Marcia's level ups are terrible. I don't know if she's making it to the end of the game.
Mine is doing very well. She's killing everyone.
I'll be honest, I don't have any notes on how any of my units are going, so that'll be a fun surprise for me to learn when I load the game back up. And suddenly have to remember what any of my units do. It won't take that long, but it'll be a fun surprise. I do know that I've promoted a lot of units. So we are getting there.
Yeah,
I'll have more to say about a couple of characters, including this one later, but I like Lethe. I would like her to rip my arms off. That is neither here nor there. We'll move on from that. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I had 0 units promoted going to the last chapter, and now after the last chapter, I have 7.
Yeah, I had no units promoted going into the last part.
Most of my units are doing pretty well. I think the only 2 that have been getting suboptimal level ups are Oscar and Soren for me so far. I haven't been doing amazing. Not terrible, but not amazing.
My Oscar's doing extremely well.
I do have vague memories of, I don't think my Soren's doing great. I think...
Yeah, my Soren's not doing great either.
He's having trouble killing things, and then things kill him very fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my Soren's not doing terrible, but he's definitely not as good as Ileana.
Yeah, I think my Ileana is a lot stronger than my Soren currently.
Mm-hmm.
Must be doing better than my Ileana. I can give my update.
Yeah,
you guys might remember that I'm doing an Iron Man run.
Oh, right.
Let's just say Chapter 9 was a bloodbath for me. Mia, Ileana, Mist, and Rolf all died in Chapter 9.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
Luckily, I haven't had any other deaths, but that one in particular.
Mist is so sad.
Yeah, Mist is kind of sad, but the rest of them I'm not too upset about.
So in this section is sad. I'm very sad that you don't stream anymore, Joe, because in this section is one of the things that I had been waiting to see you get to for most of our show's runtime, which is when you're in that one chapter and then the Black Knight comes out that door.
That was pretty cool. And then it was kind of neat to see him see that one guy and be like, all right, well, I'm not fucking with that then. And it's like, so what the fuck's up with you, my man?
Which guy?
Later you find out it's not because that guy's strong or anything. It's because he's a leader from another country, and that would be a diplomatic shit show.
Oh right, Sephiroth, yeah.
Yeah, Sephiroth. But at the time, it did almost feel like it was all right, so what's your deal, my man?
Yeah.
Why is he scared of you?
I'm glad that you thought of that, because maybe there's more to learn about Sephiroth.
Maybe he'll have a reunion.
It is fun though, that the Black Knight can just spawn and kill someone.
Yeah, so fun fact. So I'm playing on hard mode. You know what I didn't know about hard mode? Because this is my first time playing it. The Black Knight can walk on hard mode.
Yeah.
And that's how I lost Zihark.
Because of my time magic, I haven't lost anybody yet.
Yeah, I'm playing on real hardware.
Me too.
I mean, I am. Don't you guys own like a $300 copy of Path of Radiance?
I do. I literally do.
I don't, but my roommate does. So technically,
Oh, there you go.
There's one in my home.
So, in terms of story, Joe, I don't know if you remember literally anything that was going on, but this is
I remember chunks.
This is where we start to like really delve into like obviously the racism theme was very, very obvious from very early in the game.
I'll have more to say on that in a minute.
We also start to like delve into like classism too, in seeing how there's this separation between the nobility and the common folk in like who even knows like the basics of what's going on with the Lagoos and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole Serenus massacre thing.
Yeah. Which that's my third last note on here, which is Serenus Forest, very long, but it's okay. It's spelling intact. I didn't say is very long, said very long. I will say that one of the notes that I did take was that felt like it should have felt like more of a slog than it is. Like it is a slog, but it is a purposeful slog.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't like feel frustratingly tediously long, and I feel like it could have been really easy for that to feel like real bad.
I think it's a remarkably well-paced chapter because it's like, yeah, the whole point is that it takes a while and you're feeling so worn out by the end. So
I mean, it's basically 3 chapters in
it's
one
4 chapters.
chapter. Isn't it? Is it on? I thought it was only
4.
3. Did I remember?
It's
oh
4,
god.
yeah.
And I think that's really cool. And you're right. It doesn't feel like a slog, except for like how it's kind of intentional that it's supposed to feel long. It's supposed to feel like you're worn out. It's supposed to feel like, oh, thank God it's finally over. That is very much the intended feeling. And I think it does that extremely well. I can't think of another chapter in a Fire Emblem game that I've played that pulls off that trick quite as well. The closest that I could think is like 1 or 2 chapters in Radiant Dawn, which is like, hey, it's also Tellius.
Yeah,
Tellius
Radiant
is the
Dawn
best
has
Fire
a couple
Emblem.
of those.
But yeah, I thought the Serenus Forest stuff was very good. I'm gonna need a little bit more selling on but the magical princess was alive the whole time and made the forest come back. I'm gonna need a little bit of selling on that. We'll see where it goes.
I actually, off the top of my head, don't remember how they justify Leanne still being alive.
I guess
She
we'll
just
find
escaped.
out. So I do have a negative thing to say.
There.
And that is, I'm very sorry. I think the way that supports work in this game are bad.
How so?
Specifically, I think the fact that everybody gets 3 scenes is bad. I think it is terrible.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Everybody gets 3 support scenes. Period.
5. I think it's 5 is the limit because you can max
believe,
out 1, then do 2 more.
Yes, it might be. The point is the fact that it is limited. I think that it is limited to scenes. I think is bad. If it was limited to they can only support with a certain amount of characters, I would be a lot more open to that. But the fact that like you only get 5 and then you don't get to see any others, I think that sucks.
Well,
that sucks a lot.
It makes sense a little bit because it's like, 5 because they only want you to like max out with 1. So they want that 1 to feel special. But the consequence of that is that means that the other 2 leftover supports are just going to be like an unfinished plot line.
Yeah.
Where you don't really get to see the conclusion of those 2 characters interacting with each other.
And also, I think that just kind of sucks in that it locks you out of a lot of like really good stuff, which is where I'm going to bring it into a positive thing that I really wanted to talk about which is one of the support conversations that I did see, which was between Lethe and Jill.
Oh, that's
Jill's
a good
so
one.
fucking good.
So, for people that aren't playing along, I guess, I don't know why you're listening to this, but in case you are, Lethe is a Laguz who has very clearly like been through some shit in terms of racism and like abuse from the hands of like humans. And so she's very distrusting and kind of just not super chill with humans, which makes sense. And then Jill, I've forgotten what the kingdom is called.
Dane.
The Dane. She's from Dane, where she was basically like that kingdom is like cartoonishly racist against the Laguz, like to a absurd degree. And there is a support conversation where Jill comes to Lethe and she's like, look, you have to understand, when I was a kid, like, we were told that the Laguz were these savage monster less than humans, and like we hunted them, that we were just told that's how it was. And to a degree, like, she has a bit of a point. When children are told things by the adults in their lives, generally that is how they learn. But Lethe's response is kind of in two parts. The first one being, okay, an atrocity that you committed is like, it doesn't make it not an atrocity if you didn't know it was an atrocity. That's not how it works. That's not how anything works. Like, prejudice that you had was still prejudice even if you did not realize that it was. And then the second part, which I've seen, like, especially in the real world, like, especially over the past, like, 10 years for reasons, is essentially like, okay, what do you want me to fucking pat you on the head and say it's okay, it wasn't your fault? No, that's not how this works.
Mm-hmm.
It is not my job to, like, fucking...
to make sure that you feel comfortable with the fact that you know you did something wrong.
It is not my job to forgive you for what you did and how you acted and how you thought. You have to sit with that and you have to deal with that. That is your burden, not mine. So, like, do not come to me with excuses and, like, hope that I'm gonna say, oh, well, it's okay, I understand. 'Cause no, fuck you. Figure it out for yourself. I'm not gonna do that emotional labor for you. And I think that scene was fucking great.
It's really good.
That ties into my dislike of how supports work in this game. Like, I could have just fucking missed that entirely.
Mm-hmm. So first of all, I want to say scenes like that are like a big part of why Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are my two favorite Fire Emblem games, because this is like everyone knows this is.
I want to just point out this game came out in fucking 2005.
Yep.
Yep.
20 years ago. 20 fucking years ago.
20 years ago. And it was doing a better job with this subject matter than a lot of games do today.
Yeah, like everyone knows this is the Fire Emblem that's about racism. And the thing is that it's not just a game that uses racism as part of the plot. It is like a really realistic examination of it, in that you get to see these characters that grew up in a racist society and had those racist ideas instilled in them from a young age, now being forced to confront that as adults. And we see the people that were on the receiving end of that, and how embittered and damaged it has left them, and how rightfully they say it's not our job to make you feel comfortable with what you've done. And there's so much like tragedy in the history of the Laguz that it's just so rife with like potential for examining that conflict in a way that really is meaningful, and alongside like all this other really good stuff that's going on in the story. Because I think that like the writing in this is all like top to bottom great, but like this is the area where it kind of is above the rest of the franchise in actually having something to say in a time, like you just said, where this was just not what media was saying.
Basically, what I'm saying is I miss when video games weren't political.
But to kind of comment on the supports thing, there's like two reasons that I usually don't really think about that so much. Of the limits. Number one being in classic Fire Emblem, I kind of just never managed to actually get all the supports done, so I'm just kind of used to just reading those online anyway, so I never really thought about it. Number two, if you can believe it, the supports in Radiant Dawn are worse.
Rad. Awesome.
Well,
good to know.
Worse in a different way. It avoids your main issue with these ones.
Oh, it above and beyond fixes the specific issue you have.
Oh, I see. What a fun description.
Okay, should I just tell you?
Yeah, should go for it.
So in Radiant Dawn, basically every character can support basically every character. Guess how they made it happen?
How?
There are no bespoke conversations.
Oh.
Yeah, it pretty much leans fully into like, if you want to learn about these characters, do it in the base conversations.
Yep.
Oh,
that's like, and it's like Radiant Dawn.
That's like a complete opposite issue. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Radiant Dawn. It keeps up the quality of writing. Like Radiant Dawn is another fucking fantastic story, but if you're not a main character, then the characters that debut in Radiant Dawn just do not have a chance.
Well, almost all of them.
Whatever you say. Name literally anything about Fiona fossils.
That Fiona's not the one I care about.
That reminds me of my problem with a single support in Awakening. It might be two supports, but it's Morgan.
Oh yeah.
And how whoever Morgan's sibling is, it's the same exact.
Also, the parent that's not Robin.
For the parent that's not Robin too, it's the same exact scene. And it's like, so why are you here then, man? Like, why are you here? It makes the character kind of feel.
With Morgan, it's kind of nice that the specific dialogue is at least like the exact words are like properly done for the character's like speech style and personality and stuff.
But it's the same scene,
yeah.
Regardless of what character it is.
Like Morgan's dialogue never changes.
And I think is Lucina with her mom also the same for every possibility?
I think
all
yeah.
the children are like that with all their parents in Awakening. Obviously, they have the bespoke mother, but their father is always
that is true with the dad. Yes, okay. No, you're right. You're correct. It's just Morgan kind of has it a little bit worse because she's also got a sibling.
Yeah. Morgan like doesn't have any supports besides that. Like, does Morgan even have supports with like the characters that they're not related to?
I think they do, right?
I don't think so.
It's been so long since I played Awakening.
I'm pretty sure it is just parents and sibling, if I remember correctly. Again, it's also been a very long time since I played Awakening.
Same.
Like, last time I played Awakening was 2 apartments ago. So...
I think the last time I played Awakening, Fates didn't exist.
Well, you guys will have an opportunity to take another look at that later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably in like,
happen
like 2-3 years, probably, right?
Yeah, definitely 2 or 3 years, like, and not a decade.
There's a Xenoblade in between that.
There is in fact a Xenoblade in between.
But there won't be any breaks on Xenoblade because you won't be able to stop playing.
That's true. That's definitely how it will go. There's also another Fire Emblem before.
I forgot about that one.
that one's Marth. It's not real.
Oh no.
I was under the impression that all Fire Emblems are Marth.
Never mind. It's taking like 10 years.
There's not even someone that looks like Marth in Path of Radiance.
Look, all I'm saying is that Ike is basically Marth. If I've learned anything from Super Smash Brothers, it's that Ike and Marth are the same exact character in every way.
Characters are defined by their hair color and nothing else.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
defined by their hair color and the type of weapon they're holding. Not the subtype and not the way they use it. Just the fact that they're holding a sword of any kind. It doesn't matter. Even the one whose sword is a chainsaw, that is also a Marth. I've learned.
Yeah. And if your sword is a spear, God help you.
Then you're like just long Marth. Oh, Smash fans never fucking change, except in every possible manner.
Joe, I would still love for you to play Radiant Dawn when this is all over.
At some point, I'm open to it.
Oh, yeah.
I was also going to say, you do realize that this podcast is named after Smash 2.
It's named after the concept of a masterpiece. Thank you very much.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't throwing any bricks and glass houses here, but if our house is made of clay, that's like better.
This house is let's not get too carried away and say the house is made of clay. This house is a hut made of dirt that has multiple cannons aimed at it at all times.
You ever think about how we're gonna have to play Fire Emblem Warriors? And like not even the good one.
Every once in a while. It's okay. There's a Dragon Quest between and a Persona 5 in between now and then.
So that'll be Mirage sessions.
Yeah. That'll be 40 fucking years from now.
Just change the game, no problem.
To what?
Well, there's actually a new option.
What?
It's Lucina, right? You could do it Engage.
Yeah, Melanie tried to convince me of that, and then I was like, I'm not ending this show on 2 back-to-back Fire Emblem games. So sorry, that's been vetoed already.
Sorry, I tried.
As much as I liked Engage just fine. But I feel like I've said my piece of this stretch of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, the game we are talking about now. I feel like fucking purred happily when I said that. Jesus Christ.
See, I have in my notes here, Soren goes off on pacifists, but I don't remember what he said, so sorry.
I don't even know what that could possibly fucking mean.
Oh, is it about the port town?
It's the port town,
like,
yeah.
We're not going to get
chapter
involved.
11. Yeah, he I forget exactly what the context is, but he just absolutely rails on people who shut their eyes to conflict happening and just yep, we're just a happy little village.
Yeah, and then it does not go well for them.
These idiots.
To be fair, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. That's why I put it down.
Yeah, I agree with him. This game is just this game's just right about so many things that became so relevant after it came out.
And I just wish they'd stop making these woke games. Hold on, let me remind myself when this game came out. 20 years ago.
Anyway.
A third of my fucking life ago.
Anyway, do you think it'll be on NSO by the time we're done?
Yes.
It's already confirmed.
It is. It was one of the first games they showed on the screen. I'm actually slightly surprised it's not already on there.
Well, they're waiting for us to finish, so.
I mean, that seems to be what's happening.
At a certain point, I was kind of just like, what if I intentionally wait and then I forcefully break the curse?
Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. Because now I think we're far enough in that the curse would apply now.
Yeah,
we're halfway through the game.
Yeah, we wouldn't restart for that now.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, Nintendo.
Now, if that had been like one of the first games on the GameCube app on NSO, I absolutely would have fucking restarted for that.
But unfortunately, they had to make sure that Chibi Robo went up there first. I don't know why I said unfortunately. That game's fine.
It's my favorite 5 out of 10.
And also, I mean, F-Zero GX showed up on there. I think it's a little late for it to have been a product of the curse, but it is interesting that it's the first time that game's ever been re-released in any form.
No, that's what the curse means. The curse means that, like, it eventually happens. It's just not for us.
Oh, that's true. Though apparently trying to play that game without a GameCube controller is a nightmare.
Oh, it's hell. That's why I have the GameCube controller.
Oh, yeah, same.
Does this mean Nintendo's waiting on you guys to get to Xenoblade before we get the Switch 2 editions?
Probably.
I hope not.
That's 2 whole Xenoblade games that they gotta wait for, though.
Oh, no.
And it's not like they're going to do 3 before they do 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they probably do 2 first, to be honest.
They probably do 2 first.
Oh, 2 needs it more.
They probably do 2 first, and then definitive, and then 3. Probably definitive and 3 at the same time, if I had to guess. I don't know.
I think they would do all 3 of them at the same time.
Oh, probably. But they're gonna have to wait 15. They're gonna have to wait till the Switch 3 is out, when we finally make it to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and get halfway through that game. I just realized that under the win condition for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I have written "Marry Your Sword. What is this game about again?" And I imagine that's probably correct. But I guess I'll find out later. I have nothing else to say about Path of Radiance.
No, Joe, if I were to write that win condition for Xenoblade 2 now, actually having played the game and knowing what it's about, real talk, not even joking, it would be complete chapter 10, boy meets girl.
Perfect. I'm not changing it. I like mine, but that's good to know.
It's the same thing.
It is basically the same thing. It's the same thing, but worded differently.
I hate that game.
I can't wait. Anyways, I have nothing else to say about this stretch of Path of Radiance.
I'm so sad I'm not going to get to watch you play Xenoblade 2.
You don't know that. A lot of things could change between now and then.
I miss watching you stream.
I'm tired.
I feel like I'm getting deja vu from the last check-in episode we did.
Fossils, do you have any last very powerful thoughts, very poignant thoughts?
No, nothing. I mean, I continue to really like this game. I think it builds really well. We're getting to some interesting chapters coming up. Looking forward to seeing how you go through those.
Mm-hmm.
And I also look forward to talking about Path of Radiance on the next yearly check-in episode yet again.
Yeah, see y'all in 2026. November 2026.
The next part will go up to chapter 24. That is our next checkpoint. Battle Reunion. I was just making Sephiroth jokes. Turns out I'm a secret Fire Emblem Path of Radiance genius.
Wow.
Which is exactly what I'll be saying on the next check-in episode after I talk about how I lost 4 units in one chapter and didn't want to reload to save it.
All right. Neat. And Joe, we're going to get back to Kingdom Hearts soon, right?
We are going to get back to Kingdom Hearts soon. We're almost done with Kingdom Hearts.
That's true. We got like 3 more.
We have 2 main games, and then like 2 games that will be like 1 session. Like 3 games that'll be like 1 session.
We are going to play Kingdom Hearts 4.
Well, yeah, but that game's not fucking real. You think that game is in development right now? What are you, a fool? They can show me all the fucking screen caps they want. I don't believe you that game is real. Show me a trailer, assholes. Fuck you. I've been holding on to that for a while. All right. Well, if we got nothing else to say, it's time to move on. So, we will see you next time for more talk on Fire Emblem Path of Radiance as we continue through learning about racism and ourselves.
Hopefully in less than 12 months.
And hopefully those two things aren't related. But who knows what time will do. With that, my name is Joe.
My name is Melanie.
And I'm Matt.
And we'll see you next time for more talk on Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Bye.